All right. See, this is what I wanted to show. Pray to God we still good. Let's see what happens. So again, we getting this syncs, but we getting disconnected. It's doing that same thing, disconnected for not having activity. But it's it's taking us back to preseason week 1 at least. So hopefully, once everybody get back in the league and start doing their movement, I think because it was so much activity, it kept doing it. But all right, I gotta fix him because he shouldn't be 99 awareness, 99 play rep. Oh, 75. And where do you see 99 at? Oh, you good. That was his strength, I guess. Well, he got a fucking dog. That's 99 strength. He good. Good shit. All right. So I'm looking at your roster. So this is still happening. You have been disconnected from the league due to inactivity. That's still happening. But so far, you know, so far we've been able to get back to preseason week 1. So we're good here for right now. I've been through every team already, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start through B's, and I'm gonna show y'all who I did shit for, who I didn't yet. The way I'm doing things is I'm going by needs. I'm not, if you gave me what you need, I'll try to compensate that, but I'm not guaranteeing it because a lot of guys had great drafts. Period. Even with the sim. So let's go rosters. So let's look at Rob right here. So he got a good DN, right? Now, in his boat, he don't need a receiver, and this was a late pick, so this could be a player that can be turned to something else that he might need. Alan Forbes was his first pick. He did pick him. He got another defense end, Terrence Campbell, cornerback. He got a linebacker, Kenny Dunn, and then that's it. So I will talk to Rob and see if I might be giving him ability on a player, or might have to. I could make somebody at that receiver position to because he doesn't really need that. Bengals. All right, so McCoy gave me what he wanted, and I was able to fix that up for him. I think hopefully it saved. Yeah, here we go. So he needed a D tackle, so he got a late round D tackle. And he said he needed a linebacker, and he got that as well. Now it sucks because this was a quarterback that was really good, but he didn't need a quarterback, so That's how he got Tom Polk. He went from Tom Polk the quarterback to Tom Polk the linebacker. And then you look at the rest of his draft. He drafted pretty good. You see the overall, so he drafted pretty good. Josh Draper was the #1 left outside linebacker. Darrell Waters was the #1 right guard. Tom Polk was the #5 quarterback. Now he's the #5 middle linebacker. Same overall. So what they had, they got, right? So if it was 77, 75, he got the 75. It's just a different position. All right. Tight end Bill Baldwin. He got a good tight end here. Nice little right end here. 6'4", 297. And then Alexander Telford, a running back. Big back, though, 226. And then you got the D tackle, Jaron Gregory. So then you look at the Bills. Now, the Bills had, now I would talk to the Bills and say, you got so many damn safeties, you might want to, give somebody that safety that needed, get another position, and then I'll take care of it. But outside of that, he got himself a nice little guard, got himself a nice tackle. He got one of the better left outside linebackers. He was like top 3, I think. Got a nice safety. He got a couple of nice safeties. So he got D'Angelo Harper. He got Darryl Conley as well. All right, so he'll be somebody I'll talk to too. Broncos. Now the Broncos, he said he had that receiver, but here's the problem: he had 3 third rounds, so nothing happened over here really. I will take this guy right here. This will be his one made player right here, Antoine Libet. So just tell me, I'll talk to you and tell me what you want. As far as position, and then we'll go from there. But you had 3 third round picks when you wasn't supposed to have them, so. Without that, I would have gave Earl Kennard the same speed that you drafted with the Bucks. And then if you drafted that player, I know you went O-line first, but still, all right. So Browns, they had a pretty solid draft as well, as you can see. Right in, big back, 6'3", 230. Oh my God, he's a power back too. They want to run the ball over here. Outside linebacker, cornerback. Another cornerback. He got a dog cornerback from Ohio State, 6'3", 182, 94 acceleration, but he got 89 speed. So he get a speed or 2 upgrade. He's a dog. Left guard, left tackle. Now this would be a situation that could be made for him right here. This pick right here. I don't see any more 21-year-olds on here. That's nope, good. All right, so again, he's in a good situation with one player. All right, so we know the Bucks ain't have no picks at all, so he'll probably get one of these 2 players made. He really ain't had no picks, but he would get like I'm grading these guys out from the rounds. You know what I mean? Like my thing is just because I'm saying I'm giving you 2 guys don't mean they're gonna be superstars and all that. It's the guys that actually lost their first round picks for the most part. Some guys' first round picks aren't the same. For the most part, everybody should stay the same. But I know in the second round I drafted a left tackle that's now on the Rams team, and I got the receiver that he drafted. Um, and so I can see things like that. So you look at the Cardinals. Um, he drafted a superstar right tackle for his first overall pick, and he's now on a Colts roster. So he got that back. And then I got to look at it and see what he's going to do because he didn't need receivers. So this would be a player of interest right here. You might want to keep him. But other than that, he's sitting solid right now. And he also got Ezekiel Bird, the #1 receiver in the draft. And then here's a player of make right here. Byron Reese will be his guy, one of his 2. Depending on what happens up here, like if he don't want one of these receivers, then he'll get it like a late round pick player on this guy. So he don't need linebackers either, right? So he in the situation. So also you guys could trade with each other. You know what I mean? Y'all, some people got overpowered that position they didn't need. Go find, y'all can find trades as well to help us out, so I don't have to keep doing everything. But so far so good. Like the Chargers, I don't know what it did later, but he had a great draft as well. But I'm quite sure it's something that he, like right here, quarterback. He didn't need the quarterback at all. So that would be a player of need. Chiefs had a great draft, as you can see. He had a really good draft actually. So here go his player beat that I'll end up getting to once I talk to him. And this is still again, this still is happening, but cross our fingers and hopefully we good and kicking us back to the draft and a lot of things he's bringing us back to right here, which is fine. Which is fine with me. We can get through that part. And, so I checked Twitter out last night with Nano, and everybody that had a lead was waiting on a patch to do their draft. Everybody snapping right now. So we're not the only ones going through this shit. The whole entire franchise community going through it. They're gonna have to do something about that shit. Real tough, real tough. All right, so the coach needed a. Oh God, here we go. This shit. All right, so the Colts. Here, babe. All right, so the Colts needed a safety and a receiver, and he had a couple 60s plus overall guys that I had did that for him, so I was able to make his players for him because he gave me who he wanted. Now the thing is this: to me, he didn't need another safety, but that's what he asked for. He got it. In my opinion, I would have took my time and figured out something that you really needed. But they drafted him like three right guards, so I was able to turn those guys to players he need. But he had a great draft too. Vince Scott, X Factor, fucking cornerback, good right end. Nice little backup running back that I was able to turn to a receiver. That's what he asked for. He got his quarterback. He drafted him himself. This is the guy that Falk actually drafted, so he drafted him a superstar right guard. And then you're looking at he drafted him, and then this guy got turned to a safety. He was a lineman that got turned to a safety. So he's good at this point now. And then again, another right guard, as you can see, they drafted, but he do got a 61 here. So I already made his two players, so he's good. Commanders, I didn't touch none of his players yet. He had a good draft though, solid draft for not having just having a first round pick. So we got to get figure out what he wants because he did draft a lot of linebackers. He might want a different position there. Cowboys, I didn't touch his team yet, out really at all. But I'll get to it. Talk to him when he get up. Dolphins, same thing. I really didn't touch anything because he had a fucking solid draft as well. I mean, he really had a really good draft actually. But here's a player that'll be a player of interest for me to be able to turn into somebody. Eagles, I didn't touch his yet either, but for the most part, he got his guys back. But this is where it fucked him over at because he had the 2 first round picks, got those guys, but then it kind of fucked him. Stop, y'all motherfuckers better stop. So I gotta talk to Boone, see what he want to do. Falcons made out like a champ. Malachi Chapman, Victor Graham, big time superstar safety. Keenan Drummond, another DN. But then he got these 2 guys. Oh my God. 2 burners. And then he drafted Deshaun Ware himself. So he ended up getting what he would have won anyway. So what happened was all the players that y'all had y'all marked them as favorites. If they was available in the order you marked them, so when you was doing all your scouting and shit all year long, if you favored guys in the order you favored them, is how they picked them. So if they were on the board, they picked them. It was like you set your board. So they picked the guys that y'all went after. Like me, I had my first 3 was running backs, and because of that, they drafted me 2 running backs. And then it came back, and remember, I was able to draft my first second round pick, which was the first overall pick, and I drafted a lineman there, but they gave me a running back once the shit kept resetting and coming back. But so Corey pretty solid right here. This is why I ain't got to do too much work because the shit's solid already. And then you're looking at Drew. He got 2 tight ends. Maybe he might not want 2 tight ends, although he got 2 really good ones. Got a nice little receiver here. So I would just talk to him and see what he want to do. As far as his picks. So this guy would be the guy of target that I'll fix. Obviously the name ain't there. So and he's 23. So if they're not 21 years old, it's because one, I just forgot to turn them to 21. But most of the time, my guys were edited because they're 21 years old. So I'll have to get to Drew, figure it out. But so far, so good. Same thing with the Giants. Giants got a nice little left guard. Now he drafted a big time center. I don't know if this is the one he drafted or not though, but he drafted a big time center. Yep, got him. So he kind of made out left guard, big time center. But nice big, nice running back, solid little backup. But at the end of the day, I don't know if he need that running back, so that might be an interest. He got a really good tight end, and then he got another running back here, and Kenny Holiday, a big back. So he'll probably keep this back, and then I'll have to do something with this guy right here. So we'll figure it out. Again, we'll figure it out. The Jaguars, same thing. He drafted safety, safety, safety. Like these all the guys he scouted. So I know for a fact I'm gonna have to go over some things with him and figure it out. So right here, JT Williams, a rookie right tackle. That's a 64. That would be a player of interest of me editing. And then figure out these safeties he might be able to trade with somebody. Because he did get 3 of them. Tyrell Beckham, he did pick him himself. Got a nice receiver, really fast Notre Dame guy. Knew he would get him. And then you look at the price tags. If you look at the savings and the penalty, that tells you what round they went in. So like these was his 2 picks, right here. First overall pick, second round, third round. Unless you had 2 seconds, and then as it goes down, you could tell what round it was picked, right? All right. Now the Jets fucking, I've never seen somebody make out the way this guy made out. I mean, you got a star here, superstar, 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 star. But he drafted a shitload of linebackers too. Again, star, big time receiver. Look at this guy. Oh my God. Big time receiver. This was my guy. I had to change his name because all those guys remembered my team when I was in the dummy league. So I had to change his name. He grabbed him with the 5th overall pick. Percy Damon. He got a nice receiver to the point where he getting rid of Babe Bull from Ohio State, that receiver. But again, this was my linebacker in the dummy league, Sal Terry. I changed his last name. He had a funny last name. But superstar, 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 superstar. This is what he did. Star. Then he came down and don't even know. I never even edited a fullback. That's my word. So that fullback came out a 73 superstar on his own. Like, that's a straight win. He might have had the best fucking draft. Oh my God. And then you look at the Lions. So you got, this would be a player of interest right here. Right guard, 68 overall. Nice little power back. Something that he needed. Really good corner. And I knew he would better get something like this. This is a great corner to have, bro, because he's a superstar. Already 85 overall. He's a fucking dog. He got himself a super dog at D tackle, superstar as well. But then this is a player interest. He don't need a quarterback, so that'd be a player interest as well. As I look down anymore, I think we get away from 23-year-olds. Nobody else. All right. So obviously, I still got to deal with him. Shotgun situation. Packers, same boat. Got themselves a running back. Emmett Tatum, nice little DN. Let's see. Star, late round pick. He drafted a quarterback with the 1st overall pick. Here you go, Alex Rhodes. Nice little, nice quarterback actually. Star, but nice quarterback. Great tight ends though. He got 2 of the faster tight ends, 88 speed, 92 excel. With him, center superstar. As you can see, oh God. Uh-oh. All right. I'll take that though. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'll take that all day. Back to the Packers. It's gonna kick us out. There we go. All right, let us stay. All right, so again, the Packers might have a hair in there, and he had a nice little solid situation, but this is gonna be a player that would be a player interest because they're 66. I'll take care of that. Same thing with the Panthers. Nice DN, nice right tackle, nice DN again. center, and then we'll talk to him and see right here. This would be a player interest right there. And then we'll talk to Max to see what he actually needed. Same thing with the Patriots. I know he needed a quarterback. Now, you guys got to understand this. I know how many quarterbacks I made. So just because you're saying you needed a quarterback, don't mean I'm giving it to you or giving you a dog ass quarterback. That's not gonna happen, at all. So, and a lot of those quarterbacks that was dogs went in the first fucking round, went right away too. So if you ask him for a quarterback, if most likely you're not going to get a super dog quarterback at all. Same thing, Raiders. All right, so y'all get the gif now. Just I'm gonna. He had a great draft too. Oh my god, he had a really good draft. Got my boy Teller Maurice. That's really Maurice Teller, but he got it. Got Teller Maurice. You wouldn't have got him if I fucking if the shit would have drafted. I promise you wouldn't have got him. But I'm cool. I love who I got though. Morris Phillips, nice little middle linebacker, 90 speed, 91 excel. Terrell Way, good DN. Jackson State. What is he? Is he a star? He a star. He a star. Yeah. Thought you was getting one here. Saw Jackson State and swore you was getting one. I know you motherfucking knew. He saw them names, Guns. Yeah, he remembered all that shit. Then saw. Don't worry, I'll never do another edit on the draft, inside the league ever again. These niggas is on they shit. They slick as hell, bro. I was talking shit all year. Y'all think y'all slick because y'all thought y'all watched my dummy league, Guns, when we was in the dummy league drafting and shit. They like, oh yeah, I'm on that shit. Now I should have switched it up and put the second one in there at first, but I liked it this first one for the first one though. I changed some names, but guys ain't stupid. They still was chasing. I've seen guys chasing all players I had in the W League. That shit was funny as hell. Oh my god. So again, it's allowing us to stay, stay at stay at preseason week 1, which I'm happy about. You got guys hitting me talking about they need 2D tackles and all. We're not doing all that. Knock it off. Like, you gotta understand, I know who I made. I know how many players I made. I know what players I made at what position and who was good and who's not. I can tell you that without even looking at these motherfuckers. But he got dog at. Look at that speed right there. Texas receivers this year, huh? Nice little right end. He got himself his D tackle already. Got a superstar right guard. Percy Brown, 80 overall center. Justin Griffin, another fucking superstar, I think. I'm almost sure he's a superstar. He went crazy. So now Kenneth Walker about to have a wall in front of him. Yep. He about to have a wall in front of him. So this is what I mean. Guys made the fuck out. So it's not like I'm gonna be really, really going crazy, giving no, not at all. So I'm going to go through this, and when Mike get up, Mike will be another person that'll be opinion without me just being biased to shit. I'll have another set of eyes on it to determine what we're going to do. But for the most part, I've given guys their shit already. Like, for example, I didn't touch him yet, though, but look, this is a guy of interest because he's 66. I can make him like a 70, 75, 76 overall if this the position you want, or change his position, period. And that's like that throughout the entire draft. As you can see, if you look at the draft, guys kind of won, bro. Like, so again, Mark right here, player interest, you know what I'm saying? And then you come down, you got a rookie that J.C. Bird, 81 overall. Like, guys won, bro. Like, this whole draft, everybody kind of won. Titans, same thing. I got Blockbuster, though. Gun, you already know. And then the Vikings as well. He got his quarterback. He got the best. So Hoodie got the fastest quarterback in the draft, but he got the best quarterback in the draft. He got the X factor. Hoodie guy's a star. You got the 92 speed, 92 excel star. But motherfucking the Vikings got the absolute best quarterback in the draft, 88 overall.
Chiefs.
88 speed. And he got fucking cannon of an arm, and he had X factor. So as soon as he get him unlocked, it's a wrap. So this is what I'm scared of, though, because as you can see, it keep dropping. But again, if you know the things we were going through earlier, tonight, It wasn't even. It was taking us back to the actual draft, like round 5 and shit, for like 50 times. Like, so now I'm a little comfortable now with it coming. It's been coming back here for the last 3 hours. It's been coming back to preseason. So preseason week 1. So like even though the game is dropping, saying that I'm inactive and shit and it's dropping, it's not taking us back. So I think we can move forward from here and see what happens when they patch this bitch, because they're going to patch it. I seen the Twitter world, and people are going crazy on Twitter over franchise right now. They gonna lose it. They gonna lose customers, and they gonna have to really do something about. They're gonna have to do something fast. Because that big patch ain't do shit but make it worse. We never seen this many drops. I've probably dropped about 7, 8 times already since I've been on the broadcast. But the good thing to seeing that is it keeps taking me right back to this. So as long as it takes me right back to this, I'm super comfortable with it. Other than that, fellas, I'm up. I'm working. I haven't been asleep yet. I'm doing what I got to do for you guys so we can go back to enjoying our league and not lose it and start over as of right now. So keep your fingers crossed, man, and know that I work my ass off for y'all. Hopefully y'all appreciate that shit. Other than that, man, I'll holler at y'all a little later.